does this. Going live. You are live. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, so I had made a tweet just moments ago, actually, stating that if you think this bull market, this rally has been noteworthy, has been monumental, has been anything that you've made good profits on, then you just need to get prepared for what's about to come because what is on its way over the next 2 years is going to make this look like a joke. You're not even going to remember the coins that are going crazy right now, as most of this money has been flowing into Bitcoin and some of the alternative layer 1 protocols like Solana or like Near or like Binance Smart Chain even. The main big dog, the main boy of the market, Ethereum, has yet to really even start moving. And a lot of these ERC20 tokens, a lot of these ERC coins, which are built on top of Ethereum, have rallied aggressively. What happens, truthfully, when Ethereum rockets up to $4,000? Just has a massive rip, a massive month or two in which it just does not stop. The money starts flowing into Ethereum once more. That's going to bleed into Ethereum's altcoins. That's going to bleed into the altcoins that pretty much make up the entire market. Even if we only go to 3,500, where previously had been a pretty good area of resistance, that is an insane rally for Ethereum. That's 56%. You're looking at billions of dollars flowing into the space, which is going to impact pretty much my entire portfolio and likely most of your portfolio. 50% increase is $100 billion. $100 billion added. Good morning, MK. Happy to see you in here. Welcome, welcome. Make sure you hit that like button as you guys scroll through here. What's good, Dream? Welcome into the live stream. Probably just sent the notification out in the Discord. As you guys can see, I'm on my laptop. It's going to be an interesting live stream today. I'm assuming you guys missed my little morning spiel because I don't think it was actually live, but we're going to talk about trading. We're going to talk about Ethereum. We're going to talk about this rally, decentralized science, and then I'm going to cop to a mistake that I made. A pretty bad mistake actually, but I don't want to talk about it too much yet because it's sad. But I know that I need to address it in the beginning so that you guys don't let me off the hook with it because it was truthfully a very poor decision on my part, and I have to own up to it. I have to own up to it. So, let's see. Let's see what's going on in the market on a smaller time frame, right? We'll go into the minute and see if there's anything crazy happening, which kind of is. Ethereum's been going crazy this morning, up 3% just today. And this is kind of what sparked most of my discussion with that, right? When I said, let's go to my profile here. I just put this out there. You think this rally has been crazy. ETH isn't even above 2,500 yet. Laptop is glorious. Let's go. Hopefully you guys can't hear the laptop. The laptop installed like new firmware updates when I first turned it on this morning, and the fans I think went to max capacity. I had never heard them run as hot as they did. I took a video of it because I'm low-key gonna go to Best Buy and be like, "Do you sell me a lemon? What's going on?" Because this thing's brand new. I don't think it should be stressing itself that much. But Ethereum's not even above 2,500. Wait until this thing snaps to $4,000 and all the altcoins built on top of it go crazy. Because everyone calls Ethereum shit, and that's probably true, but it doesn't matter because most of the altcoins we're buying are ERC based. Most of the altcoins out there are built on top of Ethereum. So the moment that thing goes crazy, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Matthew, good morning. I did have a good holiday. Thank you so much. I forgive your human mistakes, and it could have done worse. You could have done worse. I guarantee you, you have not done worse than what I did. I promise you that. Using the TV and phone, don't hear it shockingly. Nice. Good. You are here live, and that's the important part. Let us take a moment to accept the fact that we are both here live together. It's exciting. This is exciting. We're going to start this. This 2024 is going to be a crazy, crazy year. I hope you guys are mentally prepared for it. Like, I hope you guys are ready for this thing. Let's just skim through the market, see if we see any good trade setups, because I have a feeling we're going to find one today. And then I want to talk about what I'm kind of expecting for 2024. I want to, yeah. I know there's a lot of euphoria on the market, and so what I'm gonna say is probably not gonna be the most exciting thing out there, but oh my God, look at Arbitrum. Arbitrum back at $1.46. That's crazy. Aptos, Arbitrum, and Sui are three coins that I want to hold. I'm just waiting patiently until after the halving to reassess if I really want to hold these coins or not, because they have large token unlocks coming up, and it's kind of suspicious for me. They have not been as framed in this bull market. They've not been as popular as I kind of expected them to be. So who knows? We'll see. Look at that, Bitcoin's chilling right above the VWAP. That's why I said I think I'm going to be able to find a good trade here, is because we've been kind of chilling above all day, and then we're watching it just find support, hopefully right above the VWAP. The RSI, a little bit sketchy, because it's not really, it's literally smack dab in the middle. It's not oversold, it's not overbought, so the direction's a little bit unclear for it. I imagine what would be confident for me is to have one more spike down in which the RSI dips into the oversold territory, and then we see the price come down to the VWAP and kind of hold support, just like it did back here. If we could have grabbed that, that would have been nice. Another Bitcoin. Ethereum has been doing great all morning. HBAR is up there. We got Matic. Matic's going crazy. Not really, actually, now that I say it. But Matic is right on top of its VWAP as well. The RSI looks beautiful. Quant, Solana, and XRP. Finally, we saw Quant go up, you know? This thing's been chilling. It was like a stable coin right around $100 for so long. Look how many times it got rejected. Genuinely, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, almost 8 times, but then it found support and was able to rally. And I think that that support line is warranted of this. You see that? We had that first bottom, and then we bottomed on that channel, and then for the third time right before we broke out, we bottomed again right on that channel. So definitely worth drawing that in there, in my opinion. My voice is all skewed. Let's get rid of all these circles. No need for all these. These are all not necessary anymore. Yeah, this and Sauce went crazy, which was nice to see. Sauce is my leveraged play on HBAR's ecosystem because Sauce is a DEX built on top of HBAR. So if you like HBAR at all, I think Sauce will outperform. Let's go to Hello. That also went kind of crazy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello and Wait. I'm not in Wait, but I know that Wait went really not that Wait. Oh my god. Hourglass Wait. They had a few good days there. Kind of pulling back a little bit now, but still had some good time. Oh, my throat. Sorry for that. Yeah, so patiently waiting and watching Bitcoin. Let us hopefully we get in a good trade here. Get some money in the door. I wouldn't be too shocked if it kind of took off here without us, but I'm gonna give it some time because I am hopeful that we'll get that pullback into our entry point. So, 2024. This like everything that we've gone through so far has been in a pre-halving year for crypto. And I know that everyone always talks about this, how the pre-halving year is not usually the greatest year for the cycles. We get that initial pump. We get a pretty strong rally, right? Which is what we've been seeing recently. I think I need more. No, okay. We get that strong rally. I'm going to delete these things. But just like we did in the last cycle, right? And so we're kind of mimicking the same stepping pattern that we did last cycle. This peaked out in the summer of the pre-halving year. So far, we've been extending it towards the end of the pre-halving year, and we're still in it. We have not broken formation yet, so really we could continue onwards and upwards. We just have to wait and see what the market does. But if you look at it for a second, and you kind of see how long did this move last for? Well, if you pull it from the bottom, all the way to the peak of it. That was 196 days, so about 6 months. and 366% of a gain. If you do the same here, and you kind of pull from the bottom to where we're at right now, that's 400 days, so virtually double, just about exactly twice the move, and 177%. So half of the gains that took twice as long to get here. What happened subsequently was pretty large sell-off and then the COVID crash. And so it was kind of dramatic, right? We went all way back down. Bitcoin saw all the way down to $4,000 again. I think that wick on some exchanges went below 4,000, which is wild. And then we had that rally all the way back up. So you're kind of looking at the moves that happened here, just twice as long. The extension of each of these moves has been taking longer to get there because things just continue to get prolonged outwards a little bit, and the moves become less and less monumental as a function of percent gains. I don't like Ethereum mostly because it eats my profits $50 to $75. Yeah. No, Ethereum is outdated tech. Ethereum is not great. It's not going to be the one that survives long term, in my opinion. But my opinion is irrelevant right now, as everyone who builds something looks to just build it on top of Ethereum. Occasionally, you get people popping up on Solana, but the vast majority of these coins that have been created, these 2 million plus cryptocurrencies, I didn't think it was that high. Vast majority of these are on Ethereum, and there's really not anything we can do about it. We just have to accept and play around it. So, in my opinion, we are long overdue for some kind of a correction. I don't know what that correction is going to look like, but if we kind of take the same move that we did last time and go through the same measured move, so from the peak of this rally, which happened in the summertime of 2019, the summertime of the pre-halving year, until the bottom, you're looking at 259 days. So about 8 months of negative movement that went down 70%. 8 months and 70%. I don't think this is what's going to end up playing out, but if we take the same measured move and we cut everything in half because the move up here was half as much, so the move down hopefully would be half as much, you're looking at about 35% down. And I know that one was 250 days, so you go out like 500 days. That would put us in the summer of 2025, going through just a lull in the market. To be very clear, I don't think that's what's going to happen, but if we look at the previous move, you have to accept that there is some possibilities in which we go through something like this. I know the ETF is coming out. The ETF actually is coming out. I was going to pull up my Discord because I put it in there, but they have until the 29th, so I believe on Friday is the deadline for submitting any updates to the ETF filing to the SEC, and then the SEC has given themselves until January 10th to make a decision on that. There's a good probability that they say yes because it's BlackRock and BlackRock always gets what they want because they have their hand in everything. But there is a possibility that they say no and it goes to court, just like with Ripple and XRP and everything. It goes to court and you have to fight it. If they go to court, we are falling drastically. We are falling very aggressively because this entire rally has been built off of the idea that the ETF is coming in. This entire thing has been built off the premise that the ETF is going to open the door for hundreds of billions of dollars to flow into Bitcoin. And where the supply is not high at all, especially the stuff on exchanges, you got to think about that. Money is just going to funnel in and the price skyrockets, right? Everyone understands that concept. My idea here is that what ends up happening is either we chop sideways for a little bit. So let me get these bar patterns. Perhaps we chop sideways until, oh, that's even till February, so let's scoot that closer. We only have a couple weeks. So we only have these 3 weeks before that event happens, before they have to make a decision. So we literally, 2 weeks from now, we will know if the ETF got approved in time. That's two 2 weeks from now. A lot of speculation can happen in 2 weeks. I didn't realize it was that close. A lot of speculation can happen in 2 weeks. And so perhaps we get a move up. We get a run over the next 2 weeks, coming up to 48,000, maybe even coming close to that $50,000 threshold. And then the ETF gets launched. And immediately, in my opinion, we see a little pop and then a drop. Okay? I'm curious what you guys think. Before I actually like say out my entire thesis there, what are your guys' opinion for it? Does the ETF open the floodgates and immediately we see a rise in Bitcoin's price? Or do you guys kind of coincide with what I'm saying and see that Bitcoin's likely going to drop as soon as the news drops? Buy the rumors, sell the news. Yes, Matthew, I do. I still believe in a big pullback. It's been hard to say not to buy, lol. Yeah, it's kind of painful actually, because everyone's out and frolicking in the fields making money on these random Ponzi scheme coins and these random coins that are promising the world and not going to deliver anything. Everyone's out there making a ton of money, us included. We've been in some of these coins that have gone crazy. Research coin. I just bought more research coin. Literally just bought the dip on this, but it was sitting at like 1 penny back 2 months ago, and then it went all the way up to 70 cents. That's almost a 100x rally in a very short period of time. Yes, here we go. There's only so much the market can price in the ETF. I think we're gonna pump some, drop another, pump, ain't no crystal ball. That's a song. I think you got some song lyrics there. ETF will not happen and cause it to crash. That would be dramatic. If they deny the ETF, we're in for a little world of pain for a bit. We're definitely in for a world of pain. So I fully expect us to have one little more run up over the next 2 weeks as the news starts to spread that they have only 2 weeks until the approval comes through. And then if it gets approved, I think we dump because like maybe not immediately, but we dump once it gets launched. Once the ETF is live on the market, we dump because there's a lot of people in the traditional finance realm who hate Bitcoin. Warren Buffett's not going to touch it, but Warren Buffett hates Bitcoin. His old business partner unfortunately passed away, Charlie Munger, but he hates Bitcoin. To my knowledge, Ray Dalio hates Bitcoin. There's a lot of people with a lot of billions of dollars who are going to want to short this thing, and the spot ETF gives them liquidity to do so. The spot ETF is a tool that can be longed and it can be shorted. And there's going to be a lot of idiots who come in here and short this thing. So plus it's a liquidity event. Anytime something gets listed on the market, it's a liquidity event for people who got in earlier. It's the same thing with pre-sales for cryptos. Launching them on an exchange is a liquidity event for the insiders and the people who got in early enough to be able to get out without massive price fluctuations. So the BlackRock and a lot of rich people were buying through this, despite what they were telling you, despite what you saw from JP Morgan, people were buying in during this period. And now it's gone up a crazy amount. ETF gets launched and they can take some of those profits and roll it over into something else because this is a massive gain for Bitcoin for traditional finance. It has yet to begin the meteoric rally up to like 150,000 where I think it's going to head to. But this is still nonetheless been crazy. So just with that, just be prepared. In my opinion, you need to be prepared with some cash on the sidelines. I'm not out of the market despite I think it's going to fall. I'm not. Because if I'm wrong, I'm not missing out. Like if I'm wrong and we're chilling right here in the cycle, I don't want to miss out on all of those gains that come in. I don't want to miss out on that massive rally. I just don't think so. I think we're closer to here. I mean, truthfully, we're probably closer to here with a little bit of a dump and then some time going on. But it's too early. The halving hasn't even happened. It hasn't even happened. ETF will not happen and cause it to crash. I already read that. Yeah, there's also the idea, right, that the SEC denies the ETF and we see it literally tank. If the ETF gets denied, we're coming straight back down to probably like 25,000. Because there's a lot of leveraged longs that have come into the market. And so maybe we only drop down to 30, but then that wick brings us down to like 25. So I'm about to be positioning myself ready for it, but I've rambled on that. I think I've made myself abundantly clear on what I think is going to be happening there. I feel like every couple lives I bring it up. I just don't want people to get too euphoric. You look around at everyone in the market right now, and everyone on Twitter is running around shilling shitcoins and talking about how much money they've made off of these random pumps. Every influencer under the sun has posted about how um, the coin that they told you about 6 months ago is up 500%. And it's like, all right, this is only going to last for so long. Like, it's not that easy to make money. It is kind of easy, but not all the time. We did see, unfortunately, we saw Bitcoin just continue to run, so we missed that entry point. But it kind of doesn't matter if we miss that entry point because of my fatal mistake. My fatal, embarrassing mistake. Give me this. I was drunk the other night and I liquidated my account. I shouldn't have taken the mic out. It was peculiarly balanced here. Yeah, it should I need something to lock me out of my account when I have had drinks because it was Christmas. I was having a good time. I was like, look, I'm gonna go make $100. And then I longed on like 50x leverage and it went the other way and I lost the entire account. Which was only like 400 bucks, but it was still kind of like you absolute moron. Yeah. It was the account with $100. My trading account, not this account, right? The bag holder to homeowner portfolio has been fine, but the one that's on Bing X, that account, okay, I guess doesn't want to see it. That account, I went in with like disgustingly high leverage. I don't even want to look at it because I just like I got the notification that it had been liquidated. I went in, I was like, I'm gonna full long the account, and my stop loss will be my liquidation price because I don't make mistakes and I'm a genius. And I'm gonna run this rally on. I think it was like AVAX. I don't even have it on here. I'm gonna ride this rally, and I'll make $100, and it'll like add a bunch of money to my account. And then I put my phone away and continued at the Christmas party. And then I got a text like 20 minutes later, and the account was gone. I was like, no. So truthfully, I think that money was probably gone either way because Bing X requires KYC now, and um, yeah, it doesn't allow US traders anymore. So they kind of like my money was likely going to be stuck in there regardless. So it's gone now and I've rationalized it in my head, but yeah, I fucked up in that regard. None of it, but I was like 6 glasses of eggnog deep. You get quiet when you said it. Yes, obviously I got quiet. I just two reasons. One, I just wasted $400, right? That blows. And two, like I'm trying to do this challenge to show how good of a trader I am to everyone online. And then I liquidated the account because I was trading drunk. Hmm. Absorb the feeling of as if you failed and use it to never make that human mistake again. Yeah, hopefully not. I gotta find a new account and I'll fund it. I'll restart the challenge. It is what it is. You guys have seen the trades live. Like more than half of them I end up winning when I stick to this strategy. But then I need like a lock on my account outside of this trading window. Like I need to set up the account so that I can only trade from like 8 in the morning until noon. And after noon it locks me out of the account. Force myself into a little window and then I don't have to worry about that. Because as long as I'm not drinking before noon. Oh man. It's a fun time though. Luckily I didn't post it anywhere, so none of you guys followed me into it. That would have been painful. That would have been painful. Like what Mason did when he liquidated a bunch of people. Shout out Mason. LOL. Hey, we follow each other. I only remember this because Lucas brings it up occasionally because he finds it hysterical. He's got copy trading. And so it just like he makes a trade and it automatically brings other people's money into it. And like probably like 6 to 8 months ago, he's recovered it, especially with his trading indicator. Like he's recovered it and some, but it was a painful event for them, I believe. Adorable. You trade just fine. It's an eggnog issue. It's a spiked rum eggnog issue. That's what it is. Forgive me, LOL. I don't remember making that mistake when you did a month of sobriety. That was the most painful experience. Dream, my heart. No, you're right, though. You are abundantly correct. I'm still gonna call out the trade. It's funny because I still called out some things in Discord. Like yesterday, I called this move out and I said this would be a good trade. But I was like, I can't take it though. Hopefully someone else could take it. But this was a good trade. I think right here I was looking at it. It spiked up and I was watching. It wasn't quite perfect. And then it started coming back down. The direction was clear. And then it fell 2%. So you could have made that 1% move had you followed it. But I could not follow it. Uh, Luckily, this account doesn't suffer from those trades. So this account has still been just bodying it. And and it's time to start rotating money out of it, right? Where most of these coins, like look at 227%. We got more, over 100% is like a double. I'm hitting doubles, right? 1,000% would be a home run. And then anything over 1,000% is a grand slam, right? So we got 227, so I got a double. I got my storage. I got a double. I just got like a bunt with quant. Saucer swap, we got a nice double. Hello Labs is looking like a triple almost. Coming close up onto that triple. Almost a nice hit. I'd say I landed on first base with this guy. Caspa doing really well. You see, and then these two guys I've been adding. I just added this one, and I've added like 2 lots of purchases for this one, I believe. Yeah, added $50 and then $15. And then I'm in 2 pre-sales, right? So the Cryo DAO one, which has been actually insane to see. It's at $738,000 of funding, and we still got multiple days. This is still receiving funding until the 15th of January. So we got more than 2 weeks left still to see where this thing pans out. But like this has received more money than I think they ever expected. We're in on this. And then the Axon DAO as well. Axon DAO. We're in on this one as well. And so those 2 pre-sales, I put $100 of each. So really, I only have $30 cash in here. The coin just isn't listed on Coin Market Cap, and it probably won't be. So I'm a little bit nervous to see how I pan this out. I might have to switch to like CoinGecko for the portfolio tab, which will be a bitch. That's gonna be a bitch to have to move all this over. Look at how many transactions I have in here. I'm not doing that. Like I'm not moving all those transactions over. So it's gonna kind of suck, but I need to include those new coins because they're gonna be part of the portfolio and pretty heavily. Use some incredible trades. If only you could have the government subsidize your bad trades like Warren Buffett does. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. You're right. If only I could have the political importance to subsidize my bad trades. Rip. So, like, the portfolio is doing wonders. The portfolio is doing really well. And it's about to do even more wonders because I fully expect CryoDAO to put in a 10x. I think that a 10x on this thing is going to be very, very like manageable. If it launches at a $738,000 market cap and it's got 359 payments, which means there's literally hundreds of us funneling into this thing. I think CryoDAO is gonna pump and dump like crazy. Like it's yeah. I think CryoDAO is gonna pump and dump like crazy. And it's unfortunate that it's at such a high price because truthfully, I think it's got some potential to be a good play on a longer term time frame. But what's gonna happen is CryoDAO is going to launch and just basically go like this. Scoop and then tank. And I think it'll find some support and then during the bull market like rally up like this, right? And then the crash that every coin's going to go through during 2026, but it's going to like I believe it's going to do something like this, and it's going to be painful to watch because then it's going to look like a giant pump and dump scheme. But it's just been memed like crazy. Like, look at Cryo Nana. This is Lucas. Lucas is gonna propose to the Dow to pay him $50,000 to freeze a banana in in an effort to research cryogenic um research. And what's funny is that his Telegram chat has been going crazy in this. Like a lot of these people, like people in the Telegram have put in like 5 ETH to get coins. So like his Telegram chat probably has contributed close to 100 ETH into this thing, which means that they truthfully could approve the proposal to pay Lucas 50 grand to freeze a banana. And I think he knows that. It's going to be like a 51% a hack on the Dow. Sell most of the pre-sale at the top and rebuy after dump. You right. That is the game plan. That's my game plan. As long as the degens don't do Cryo Dow, FTX did ICP. Yeah, true. It's possible that that's something it's going to try and do. Like, that is a reality that it could suffer through, which would be kind of hysterical, but also shitty at the same time. Because there's a lot of huge backers behind CryoDAO. A lot of huge players behind CryoDAO. Look at that. That's a cool photo. But time will tell. We will see. We shall see. What exchange should I use to refund the new account? And should I take the new $100 out of this account? Should I withdraw 100 from this to go do my trading account since I wasted the other 100? Also, I see that there are 7 of you chilling in here. So shout out all 7 of you. Make sure you hit that like button on your way through. Let me close out of this and see how many people. Yeah, we got 6 likes, which means there's someone chilling in here who has not liked the live stream yet. And that's a fatal flaw, my friend. Fatal flaw. Because I'm announcing today. Don't look at my drafts. A $2,100, no, renege that. A 2,100 gene giveaway, which is like $42 at the current price, to celebrate 2024, which is going to be the year of DeSci. You must tag 2 friends, and if you win, each of you get 700 genes. So there'll be 3 people who win if you win, having tagged 2 people. Test your luck. Let's bold that. Scoop. And then you gotta repost, like, follow this investor. And I'm going to open my Discord and grab the picture that I've been toying with all morning. Copy image. Paste image. Na na na. It's me with short hair. I'm guilty. Damn it, Matthew. What do you think of MEXC? I might just end up sticking with MEXC. I have not actually ever used it. Everyone used it, then they did the KYC stuff, and everyone freaked out. I really don't care about the KYC stuff. I really don't. It doesn't bother me. So, I'm gonna go post this. Feel free to enter if you want to. Does anyone see any spelling mistakes? Nobody liked it. 3 people left after I asked for those likes. How painful. It's because we didn't enter into a trade. They want that money. Or it was people who are gonna now go post a recording of me saying I liquidated my account. Which is fine. Because I could post it before them, bitches. I don't see any. Dun dun dun. Alright. Test your luck. Winner 1124. So we got just a couple days. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll probably close it and do the winner on the 1st. I already gave my like. Yes, I know. Oh, I trust. I trust. Search for you, crypto. Yo, what's good? Welcome, welcome. We're doing some trading, but didn't enter the trade. We saw 2 entry points that I skipped out on because I've just been ranting and talking about nonsense. but that's okay. I got, yeah. It's exciting for me because Blocks, which has been the baby that I've been fostering for so long at this point, is starting to be ready for beta testing. So, what does that mean? I've been project manager, which means I've been taking regular calls with our developers to get the website up and running and get the data lakes up and good and get the storage. We literally have to deploy an Ethereum node. So we have an Ethereum node, which I think we got running last night in order to scrape the data from the blockchain. Fun fact to you guys, because I know that everyone in here knows you need 32 ETH for an Ethereum node. That's not true. Anyone can run an Ethereum node. You need the 32 ETH locked up in the node in order to get any mining rewards from it. So you can still run the node and scrape the data without locking up 32 ETH. You just won't get rewarded for it. You're just kind of like a fly on the wall to the blockchain. And so that's exciting. It's very exciting. And today is the last call I'm going to have with our design dev to finish off everything for this, meaning we are ready to go. Like if you look, it's the small details. If you look at this page, it looks beautiful. It looks ready to go. But you'll notice that, like, why is portfolio all the way down here? Portfolio should be up underneath the dashboard icon. Yeah, because it's going to be one of the most common things you'd click on. If you come look at your current holdings, why does it say income, spends, and invest? So these are things, it should say Ethereum, Solana, and it should say VitaDAO, Gene, and Research Coin. So it's small things like this that I've been adjusting with him to get ready for it. And today is the final call, and then our front end developer will create the website. Our back end developer is finishing launching all the nodes for the services, and then we're ready to go. We're gonna be launching this thing with some beta tests. I believe the 15th. We got one round of beta testing, and then we got 2 weeks to fix it, and then we got a second round of beta testing, and then a week to fix it, and then I believe at the end of February, the website goes live and we begin pushing this thing. And I'm excited. I could not be more excited because it's been eating into all of my time. So once this is live, probably even before it's live, because now that the project, my role as project manager is now taking a little bit more of a back seat as the devs finish out the necessary work. Like I don't have to be there babying everything, so I can reallocate my time back into content and to get the channel exploding again. We're gonna get this thing cooking. Ultimately, you come look at the channel. We got 889 subs, which is wild. It's such a crazy growth trajectory. We're gonna hit 1,000 very soon, and that's gonna be a huge milestone for me mentally. We're only 111 away. So shout out all of you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here with me along this extended journey. Get ready for a step up in the content. That's all I'm going to say. Get ready for a massive, massive step up in the content. I have a I have DMs with some huge people in the DeSci world. Hair Dow, Anthony Schwartz, not to dox him like that, Hippocrat, Noble Blocks, Around the Blockchain, all this stuff. We're going to be everywhere. These are DeSci players that are going to be huge. Watch time is needed. Yes, indeed. How high do you think Axon will go? It's a good question. I don't know what they're going to launch their market cap at. So it depends on what they launch their market cap at, and it depends on some of their tokenomics. I believe their tokenomics are still not 100% solidified. And yeah, I think they can do really well because they already have connections in the medical field. Axon DAO already has a lot of connections in the medical field because their team has been working in the medical research industry for about a decade. And then they realized that they could utilize blockchain technology to help fill the gap that they've needed in their research and in their funding and in their medical jobs. And so I think it can do really well. It's just a matter of if they get decent marketing. I don't know how high it'll go though, because we got to see where it launches at. I think maybe if they pull everything off appropriately, we could see it approach um what would it be? 7, 8, 9. Maybe it approaches 9 figures of a market cap, so $100 million. I don't think it's going to be one of the big players, but I think it could have a nice run, a nice rally. Shout out all you guys. 1124. A good day to win some money. Hell yeah, guys. Hell yeah. All right. You guys got questions for me? You guys want to break down anything? I know I didn't take a trade, but I admitted to having liquidated my account, so that's all that matters. You guys got anything you want to break down before I sign off? We got Valley Dow back on a retracement. They had a huge rally from when we first started talking about them. That's crazy actually. Went from 17 cents up to $1.40. So it did almost a 10x. We got ATH. We made a video on them as well. Athena Dow went something similar to what Valley Dow did. Had a little bit, 38 cents, ran up to 89 cents, and then has been falling a little bit. Research Coin, Gene, all that fun stuff. What's another coin? Why can't I think of anything? Oh, Hair. Hair Dow. $22 a coin. Rallied from $6 all the way up to $27, so it had some time. Any trade is going. No, I don't have any trade open right now. Sorry, Emma Raza. I am bullish on Bitcoin for the day, so keep an eye on things. There's a lot of liquidity below where we're currently at, but I think that it doesn't matter right now. Bitcoin's just been in an uptrend, and when it goes through these periods of going up, it's not something you want to bet against. So we're kind of getting like a contraction in volatility here, if you look. So keep an eye on this as we approach the end of this channel. Imagine we're going to come up, bounce on this again, come down, and then break through. So right around the new year, keep an eye for an early 2024 gift as Bitcoin continues the rally into the launch of the news that the ETF was approved on the 10th. Or maybe it gets denied. But it's interesting to see that this volatility contraction zone is going to line up exactly with the decision for the ETF. So keep an eye on it. Make sure you take healthy profits if you're in healthy profits. I love you guys. Thank you for being here with me. Watch time can be fixed with a weekend evening live stream. You right. You right. I need to do a weekend live stream. I got some scheming to do. Now that Blocks is starting to get self-sufficient, my baby is almost ready to be hatched. I got some scheming to do. Your time's your most valuable asset. Hopefully, this was a worthwhile live stream to invest it into. I appreciate you guys. And go spread the news. Go enter this giveaway. I want to get people excited about DeSci, excited about this investor, that investor. I'll see you guys